Are we good? Wow. I can't see it. I can't see myself. Oh, there you go. Okay, welcome. If you can hear me, that's good. Welcome to another post-Dynamite review show here on YouTube. This is where we talk about the latest episode of AEW Dynamite. Another great episode here today. Today is January 13 here in the Philippines. The rest of the world is still January the 12th. We just finished an episode of AEW Dynamite, and we will go over the show, everything that of importance that happened throughout the show. We will talk about it. We will talk about it here on the post AEW Dynamite review show. First of all, let's go over, from the start of the show to like the end of the show. The show started with the Undisputed Era. I still call them the Undisputed Era. I will still call them the Undisputed Era till they get a real name in AEW. Because for me, I am a big fan of this group in NXT. I'm a big fan of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. So for me, they are still the Undisputed Era. Okay? So the Undisputed Era made their way to the ring to cut a promo. And they basically said that this is a new era for AEW, and then the Young Bucks came out, and we had that teasing a feud between the Young Bucks and Red Dragon, and then the Best Friends came out. We had a brawl, and the biggest thing, basically, about the segment is Britt Baker has came out and officially. The relationship of Britt Baker and Adam Cole is in canon in AEW. I feel like, it's always been in canon. They have acknowledged it multiple times before, but this is like the first time that we see Britt Baker and Adam Cole together, which is it's always good to see Adam Cole and Britt Baker together. So yeah, that was a good first segment. It seems like right now the Young Bucks and the Red Dragon are, cooler, a little bit cool. So yeah, this is an interesting development. We might see, we might see Young Bucks versus Red Dragon down the line. But as of right now, they are cool. They are good. The Elite is fine, as Cody Rhodes once said. Let's go over to the next match. CM Punk defeating Wardlow in that incredible segment. I don't call that a match. That was a beatdown. And again, the biggest takeaway from all of this is that we are nearing to a Wardlow face turn. And I said this a few weeks ago, or last week. I think I said this last week, that Wardlow is the second coming of Batista. I mean, you could see it. He has the fit, he has the body, he has the charisma, he connects well with the audience. You could see how the audience react to Wardlow. Like, they are really waiting for Wardlow to break out of MJF. I mean, they are waiting for that face turn to come. They are waiting. They want to see. They want to see Wardlow. They want to see Wardlow as a singles guy. And having these matches every week, he absolutely helps him because he gets the reps. He gets he gets some time as a singles guy instead of just being a bodyguard, which is absolutely fantastic. And I said last week that they are experimenting towards a Wardlow singles run after he breaks away from MJF. That's going to be sooner than later, in my opinion. So that's an incredible sight to see. Wardlow, again, he impresses me every single week. He does. He impresses me every single week. I believe he's going to be a star in AEW. He is their version of Brock Lesnar. Like, he might not be, the Iron Man guy, the guy who's going to wrestle 30 minutes tonight, but he's going to be an attraction. He's going to be an attraction that everybody would just, they would pay to see him kick someone's ass. That's how you know you got a guy. And Wardlow is that guy. I am fully confident about Wardlow and his chances to becoming a singles guy down the road. So again, they are building up to it. And also MJF said on a promo later that night that CM Punk will face Shawn Spears next. So I think they are going through the, they're going through, CM Punk is going to go through the entire Pinnacle faction, I think, till he gets that match with MJF, which probably I assume is going to be on Revolution. That is going to be still 2 months away. That's still a long time. Like, I said this on a previous review show. How are they going to stretch this storyline? Because it's obvious MJF is not a guy who wrestles a lot. He only wrestles when, it is special when MJF wrestles. So how are they going to stretch this storyline and doing it as CM Punk going through the Pinnacle one by one is a good thing to do, but this has been done multiple times with all the guys that MJF feuded. I mean, Cody, he had to go through the labors, back then, and then you got Jericho, and then now Punk. So it's kind of the same thing. Like, I want something new. I like MJF as a heel, but he's doing the same exact thing that he's doing with all of his past feuds with this one. The only difference are the guys he's feuding with. But if you would look at it from afar, all of his feuds has kind of been similar. Like MJF used to respect this guy, and then they would turn on him, and then they would have this feud, and then they can't get their hands on MJF. They have to go through hoops just to get through MJF, and most of the time they will lose against MJF, and then they will get the win back for some reason, and then MJF will move on to the next guy, and they will do the exact same thing. I think that's my one gripe about MJF. Like, he has done everything well so far, but his feuds are very, very similar with one another, and he could get stuck in that conundrum, and I don't like it. I don't like it that he does the same exact shit every single feud, or every single time he has a new AEW star that he could get around and feud with. So yeah, enough about that. Let's talk about that on a future episode. Next one, Dante Martin defeated Powerhouse Hobbs. Biggest takeaway from this segment is that Jay Lethal is apparently doing something now, and he is assisting Dante Martin in this feud against Team Taz. Where's Leo Rush, by the way? I thought he was supposed to be the guy who's going to help Dante Martin, but he hasn't really appeared in AEW television in a while. He hasn't appeared in AEW for a while. So yeah, typical Team Taz. I don't know how are they gonna stretch this feud all the way to Revolution. So let's move on to the next thing that happened throughout the show, and let's see. Okay, so we got Penta and Sermiero defeating Matt Hardy. There was another match before that. Serena Deeb defeating Hikaru Shida via the referee stoppage. I tweeted earlier, actually, like, is this a way to write off Hikaru Shida? Because that finish and the post-match angle doesn't make a lot of sense if they are not going to write Shida out of the show, out of the all AEW television for like the next foreseeable weeks or months. Because Deeb really went into the knee, and she can't even stand up. She can't even defend herself. So I think like there's no way that Shida is going to be on TV for the next few weeks. Like no, like she is out. She is out. And rumors has said that she is going back to Japan for an acting gig. So I can't verify that yet. I just saw that on Reddit. That's why they're doing this angle. Like that's the only way it makes sense in my head. And we are eventually going to have a blow-off match to this feud, but it is very, very down the line because we have just seen this match. Although every match has been incredible, we just have seen this match like 4 times in the last 2 months. So this is a good way to extend the feud without oversaturating both Shida and Serena Deeb. So we're gonna get this match at a pay-per-view at some point, but it's not right now. It's not going to be at Revolution. Shida's going to be out for a long time, kayfabe wise, because of the knee injury that she got from the post-match attack. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Again, my reviews are short. You know, okay. Let's Penta and Sermiero defeating Matt Hardy in a match. Matt Hardy in his hometown of Raleigh, North Carolina. But the biggest thing again that happened on this segment is we finally got the debut, the much anticipated debut of Brodie King. For those of you who doesn't know, Brodie King is a former Ring of Honor wrestler, and then he is currently the PWG Tag Team Champions alongside Malachi Black. So this makes absolutely perfect sense if you're following, you know, the wrestling, if you're following Ring of Honor and PWG. And Malachi has been teasing this for weeks now. And I thought we're gonna get it last week during the tag match. We didn't get it last week. Instead, we got it this week. And I feel like here's the thing I'm thinking they would have feud, like they initially going to feud with the Lucha Bros. But because of what happened to Phoenix, the Varsity Blondes, it looks like they are going to stand in for the feud. So it's probably we're gonna get House of Black versus the Varsity Blondes sometime around the next few months or the next few weeks. And then when Phoenix heals up, that's when we're gonna get the House of Black versus Lucha Bros and possibly Pac as well. So again, I am so happy that Brodie King has made his AEW debut. He is an incredible talent, and he has the look, and he really looks well beside Malachi Black. Like they are a presentable tag team. The House of Black. We are still not sure if this is going to be just a tag team or we're gonna get a faction. I feel like we're gonna get a faction here, and we have seen, you know, Julia Hart being different after being missed in the eye. So maybe she's going to be joining the House of Black anytime soon. We still have, you know, we still wonder whether or not AEW will get Wyndham, Bray Wyatt, of course, for those WWE fans. So yeah, this is a very interesting development, and I love that Brodie King is now in All Elite Wrestling. Again, another match. The Acclaim defeating Bear Country. Again, the only thing I'm gonna say about this segment is I love the Acclaim. I love how they dissed Novak Djokovic because, you know, he's making the headlines in the last week or so because, you know, he's refusing to, you know, he's not vaccinated, and then Australian rules in the Australian Open, you have to be vaccinated in order for you to play or for you to come into the country. He doesn't want it to get it though, so but there's no exception to the rule, and he wasn't able to play, and, you know, making a big fuss about it. So yeah, everybody loves the Acclaim. And lastly, the main event. Interim TNT Championship on the line. Sammy Guevara defeating Daniel Garcia in a good match. Post match, kind of interesting. I feel like we're gonna get like Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho feud down the line, and I feel like Jericho will turn heel once again, or it's gonna be Eddie. Either way, one of them will turn heel, because you can't have two baby faces feuding in AEW. You can't. So before I can end this very very short and quick AEW Dynamite review, let's go over the match card for Rampage and next week's Dynamite. For Rampage, we're gonna get the Jurassic Express versus the Dark Order tag team of John Silver and Alex Reynolds for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We're also gonna get Chris Statlander, the legit Layla Hirsch, and Red Velvet going up against Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, and the Buddy. We're also going to get Trent versus Adam Cole, Shawn Spears versus Andrew Everett. That's a nice surprise. And for Dynamite, we're gonna get Shawn Spears versus CM Punk, the couple of Britt Baker and Adam Cole going up against Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy, FTR versus Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson, Serena Deeb versus Sky Blue, Sting and Darby versus the Acclaimed, and Cody Rhodes will return next week. Okay, so that's it for this very brief and very short AEW Dynamite post-review show here on YouTube. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's the only way this channel is going to grow. Also, follow me on all my socials, on Twitch at Emile_Meister, on Twitter at Emile_Meister as well, and on Facebook. I am now on Facebook. Just search Emile Meister on Facebook. I am also there. So, this is it for this post-Dynamite review show. This has been Emile Meister, the one and only, saying always keep safe, and I will see you on the next one.